So I wanted to give a demonstration of the difference in the limiters of a Zoom recorder, the digital limiters on a Zoom recorder, and the analog limiters on a Mixpre. Okay, so the gain at the moment is in the midpoint there. If I turn this is with the limiters off. If I turn it up, you'll see it start to clip. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Okay, now if I go in and turn the limiter on. Okay, as you can see from the little symbol next to the channel number there, the limiter is on now. It's on the middle 5 on the dial now. I'm going to turn it right up again and you see what happens. Okay, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. So you can see that that the clipping or the limiting, I don't know, clipping or limiting warning thing is on there, and you can see that the meter is reading at a lower level. So that's great, you would think, but no, it's literally just reduced the volume of the destroyed clipping audio. It's totally unusable still. So absolutely digital limiter on this when it's at full volume anyway. I might be pushing it a bit far, but it's useless clearly. Okay, on the Mixpre, I've set the gain to 52 decibels, which is the maximum gain available on the Zoom. As you can hear, it's not clipping at all. This is with the limiters off. Let me just see how much further I can push it. Testing 1 2, 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 testing 1 2. Okay, so it's starting to clip now, isn't it? Okay, so right, let me put the limiters on and see what happens. Okay, the limiters are on now, so let's see what happens when we go up, as I did a minute ago. So I'm up to 67, 70, 72, 77, testing, testing, testing. I mean, you can start to hear that when I stop speaking, the room tone, I've left the computer on deliberately so you can have quite a lot of tone, and it's you can hear it going up and down. It's sometimes called pumping, I think, but so you can hear though that it's catching the beginning of the words and lowering the volume overall to bring it back down to a point where it's not clipping. So and if I can test it with with an explosive sound. In fact, I'll bring the microphone even closer. Testing, 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 testing. Practically shouting into it now, and it's still usable. So okay. Obviously, yeah, again, if you've got any questions, put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it. Looking at the waveforms in DaVinci Resolve, the Zoom 52 decibels does seem to be a hell of a lot higher than the Mixpre at 52 decibels. Quite odd that. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know whether Zoom have underrated theirs or Sound Devices have overstated their amount of gain, but it does seem not to match up very well if that's 52 and that's 52, something with the same mic, roughly the same distance.